Here we are again discussing a team. It seems that at this stage of the year, the games are just coming thicker and faster.
Yeah, no, it's good. We've got a run of Friday night games in the minute. The boys are enjoying playing Friday nights. It does have some logistical problems in terms of getting people back on the field, but look, the boys are embracing it and enjoying this run of games.
And that'll be a good thing for a team like Nottingham to get a good run of games if you can get the results that go with it.
Yeah, look, it's going to be tough again this weekend. London Scottish at the Athletic Ground are a decent side, so again it's going to be tough. But we've got to go there with bags of confidence coming out of Leeds last weekend and see if we can get a run together.
Onto the team then, 6 changes to the team that beat Yorkshire Carnegie. Just briefly talk us through that.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of planned ones in there and a couple of ones that have come off the back of a couple of injuries or people returning from injuries. So Anaseko comes back into the side, Loosehead. He's had a cracking run this year, so he's coming there, and Tom Hill drops back to the bench. Llewellyn Jones comes back into the side. Unfortunately, Danny Cole's picked up a little bit of a knock. Should be, out for only a short while, but picked up a knock. So Llewellyn comes back in, and Seb Cecil moves into the row to give us that second row partnership this week. It's nice to welcome back Turiuru into the side, coming from Saints. He comes in and offers a lot of physicality at 6. And then with George Cox picking up a knock, Will Owen reclaims his place at 7 from the bench. It's nice to welcome back the two experienced halfbacks in Murray and Shane. Shane's been out with a knock with a concussion, and then Murray had stacked up some serious game time over the last few weeks. So it was great to cycle him out of the side, and they come back in. I thought Alex Dolly had a good game. So we're looking forward to him coming off the bench and showing us what we can do. It does mean a bit of a reshuffle with Will Millett moving to 13, and unfortunately Harry Strong picked up a bit of a knock as well at Leeds. So it does mean a bit of a reshuffle on the bench, and Tom Benjamin comes in there, but we're excited to see him go as well.
Bit of a reshuffle as well, as you've already mentioned earlier on in the team with Seb and Tui. I just think that will go on. It'll be interesting to see, I guess.
Yeah, look, we're looking forward to it. Seb's run our line out well for us when he's been asked to step up and do that, and he's played a fair bit of rugby in the second row for us last year. So really excited to see him go there and see what he can do. And it's always nice to bring in the physicality of someone like Tui into the side to play at 6. We've got Jordan Coglan on the bench from Leicester Tigers as well. It'd be great to get him into the game in the later stages when he starts to break up.
London Scottish have an almost identical record to Nottingham, which I think we said pretty much exact same thing however many months ago. What are you expecting from them down at the Rag?
Yeah, they're decent down there. They play very well at home, which you saw in the cup competition at the start of the year. They were 3 unbeaten at home to start their campaign off. They're a decent side. They've got exciting back 3. They've got a decent back row that carry, and big strong centres. They're going to present the same sort of challenges that they presented us in the first meetings we've had already. I think this will be the 4th time we'll play them this year already. So, we know each other pretty well, and we'll have to have a couple of surprises ready, and I'm sure they will too.
A win could take you up to 6th as well, which is sort of where Nottingham want to be.
Yeah, look, it's incredibly tight. There's the stretch between 6th and 11th is one or 2 points. So it's an incredibly tight league. It seems that everyone's beating everyone in and around that mix. And for any of the sides, if they can put a run together over this next period, it could see one of them push themselves into the top 6. So look, that's our challenge. That's what we want to do. We want to be that side that goes and does that. And that's the challenge laid down to the lads. And it starts away from home on Friday night.
I think looking at the league table, you can see how unlucky Nottingham have been so far this season. The only team with a positive points difference below the bottom 5 are Nottingham.
Yeah, look, you could say unlucky, and you could also say that we need to take our chances when they come to us. We've lost games very closely, which perhaps last season we won very closely, and that's the difference in this league. It's very much fine margins. Reflecting back on the Doncaster game last season, their 10 missed the kick a goal and we win by a point. This season their 10 kicks the last minute a goal and you lose by a couple of points, and that's the fine margins of the league. And so you've got to be on your mettle every week, and when you get your chances you have to take them, and that's something we've we've looked long and hard at with the boys over the last couple of weeks. It was nice to get over the line so many times at Leeds, but it's a different challenge this week.